And true to my style, I would like to get us up and moving and a little bit relocating. And so I'm going to invite us to number off 1 to 5, and then we're going to rearrange the chairs because I love movable chairs, and we're going to regroup so that all the 1s come together, all the 2s come together, all the 3s, and I'd invite you to pull your chair into the circle and create a circle of 1s, 2s, and 3s. So, Tabia, if I can ask you to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't worry about the paper, we'll get there. But rather, please turn to the people in your group and just introduce yourself. So somebody can start, and then you'll go round to your right, and you introduce yourself with your first name, where you're from, and why it was important for you to show up today. Why was it important for you to show up today? And whoever starts will go round to the right, and you've got 30 seconds each, because we're time watching a little. 30 seconds each to share your name, where you're from, i.e. your school, your workplace, or what's equivalent jobs, and why it was important for you to show up.
My name is Dawson. I come from Great Match.
So somebody be brave and start, and then go round to the right.
I'm Gandhi, and
Okay, so everybody has turned to sharing your name and get to know the people in your group. So as you look around the people in your group, just notice what you are thinking and what you are feeling as you took in the information about who you're sitting next to, what they do, and what was important for them that made it important for them to show up today. What struck you as you heard their story? What struck you as you told your own? And whoever would like to share, please do.
About the other person.
Either about what it was like for you to share your story, or what struck you when you listened to the other people in your group.
Okay, what struck me in my group is that I've got 2 people from GDE and another person in technology, educational technology. And me from the other side, I'm a principal for a school with learners with mild intellectual disabilities, and I told them why I'm here is because of that. We are as diverse as can be in the school already. So I really started asking questions about technology and all that, and I could hear the lady from the department listening in, and you know, they never listen in.
What struck me was a bit more of Rebecca, because if an educator, she said she's here for knowledge. If an educator recognizes that knowledge maketh a person, then there is something. And for me, as I was saying why I was here, I'm a partner. And I remember myself saying, when I get involved into something, I go into it completely. I immerse myself. So I want to experience what my partner experiences, because the narratives that she goes through are the narratives that I probably have gone through, and I can contribute from a me level first before a liberty partner.
Thank you. Anybody else like to share what struck you as you shared or listened into the people in your group? Thank you.
So, what struck me is the fact that there's commonalities here. All of us love education, and wanted to be here to improve a bit of it for ourselves and for others. But as I shared, it also struck me that as you speak about yourself, it gets easier and easier to talk about yourself the longer others listen.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So as we listen, as we are listened to, it is easier to tell our story. And as we are listened to, when somebody is paying attention to us, to me, we feel like we matter. Yes. Yeah? So if you think about the number of different people whose lives you interact with, from the moment you get up in the morning to the moment you lay down your head at night, how many people have you listened to? And how many people have listened to you? And we make such a difference one way or the other, depending on the quality of attention that we have given each other. We hold the power to enable and empower each other or to break each other down purely by the quality of the attention and the listening that we do with each other. And as Tabia highlighted, we carry a number of conscious and unconscious decision-making ideas within ourselves. How we respond, as Tabia was saying, to the person who has a visible tattoo. Meanwhile, somebody could be covered with tattoos, but because it's not visible, they might get her quality of attention. How many prejudices do we carry that we are conscious of or unconscious of? And how many identities do we actually fulfill, but we're one person? When I talk about identities, I'm not, please don't misinterpret what I'm meaning by, what is it, there's a psychological state of being when you have multiple personality disorder. That's not what I'm meaning. What I'm meaning is, when we talk about identities, the different roles that we play in our lives day by day. So I'm going to invite you to take up the paper that you've got that was handed out. Thank you so much for the pens provided by Alan J. Please can you take one and pass on, and we'll share the boxes around. There are pens coming. When you get to the first page, which is headed Your Life Experience, I'm going to invite you just to fill out, respond to the first 2 questions for yourself. Under Your Life Experience, if you can answer the first 2 questions, what are the groups with whom you identify and about whom society makes assumptions that can limit the group's influence and self-esteem? What are the groups that you identify with? So by way of example, I'm a mother, I'm a stepmother, I'm a wife, I'm white, I'm a woman, I'm a foreigner, I've adopted South Africa as my country. What are the different identities, the groups that you identify with? I'm a working woman, I'm a career mum, So just jot down, you've got a minute to jot down your answers to the first 2 questions on that page. And once you have completed that, I'm going to invite you to pull into pairs. And thankfully we've got Robin and another guest. I'm sorry, I don't know your Dorcas. Hi.
It's just you don't recognize.
Yeah, I've heard of Dorcas. Now I see Dorcas. Welcome. So did you get a handout when you came in? Yes. Okay. And have we got another? Where did the pile of? Are there any more?
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you. Okay, if you can pull into pairs, and then I'd like you to swap papers. So pull your chairs into 2 so you can face somebody. Robin and Dorcas, we're going to pull you into the partnering. We need a 6th person over here. We need a 6th person over here. The next question, which is, what does the world assume about that group, the group that Peter wrote in number 2?
Oh, I see.
That can limit the group's influence and self-esteem. And whatever Peter says, Motsabisi is going to write it down on his paper.
So I'm writing it down for you.
Yes. Okay, and you carry on down the questions, and then you do it for each other. Okay, got it. And then you'll ultimately hand it back. So you've got 5 minutes.
So when I ask the question 3, I ask what I should say. I'm going to write what I'm thinking about.
No, you're going to ask yeah. So you're going to ask her, you're going to ask her the question, and you're going to write down what she says.
Okay.
So she's not having, this isn't a theoretical exercise, it's helping her things. So I think we need to press the pause button and hand back your paper to the original owner. And I hope you can read your partner's writing because they wrote down your words. And I'd like to ask into the room for some feedback around what struck you about this process. What struck you about question 1 when you listed the different groups that you belong to, that you identify with, first of all?
Number 1 wasn't so different, except for the gender.
I'm glad you noticed that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what you asked. So.
Okay.
When I answered the groups that I belong to, there's one particular group that I struggle with, and as I wrote that group as a group that I belong to, I felt ashamed because of the labels attached to that group.
Myself here and Peter, we seem to struggle a lot with that term limitation. You know, as human beings, we are many things, and I think maybe through life and experiences, we disagree to see them as limitations. I ended up just going with the young, and he went to being an entrepreneur, and he seems to have done well with that, you know, saying that thinking that he needs to go to school to get a university degree and so on and so on. To us, that's not a limitation, and he spoke of education needs to change, and there are other options, and education is not the only way.
So what else struck you as you listened to your partner's story as you asked the questions?
And the most important thing that has struck me is that it's like human beings were being captured by negativity. So in such a way that we are living in the world of negativity rather than living in the world of possibilities. And even in our schools or in our organization, we always feel ourselves like people who cannot do it. We point fingers as other people can do it. Hence we limit ourselves to such an extent that we don't develop, we don't grow, we remain stagnant water that are not flowing. So which limits almost your personal development, your organizational development, everything.
What struck me was how external locus of control can delimit us to live our dreams. It's a conversation from my partner that he wanted to be a teacher, but started as an investment banker and went back to teaching. But it was the narratives that were said about teaching. I won't send you to study teaching. So it's how we allow the external locus of control to determine our unhappy, what could have been a happy life. What struck me for me, I stop talking about myself for a while. And this is very controversial for me. What struck me for me is sometimes poverty is a choice. And I know it's a very controversial statement because I look where I come from and what I have done and what I've achieved and how I would walk around and say, one day I will live in that house. One day, how I would read magazines on, I've always wanted to be a lawyer. I studied it, but it didn't resonate with me. But the fact that I could dream in a village where I had warmed Iskoko, I don't have an English word for Iskoko, where I had softened the crust of pap with water the previous night, so that when I come back from school I've got something to eat. My story, when I say poverty is a choice, comes from that. That if you are focused and that when bad things happen around you, tell yourself it will not happen to me. I will get out of this, even if I'm the first one. I will get out of this. This is not my story. This is not my story. I am made in the image of God. I have the authority to change my life. It is, and that, without sounding too Christian, that God didn't make us to suffer. He made us for better things. Where we choose to rest is our choice, but if we lift our heads, He enables us. Hence I say, to me, poverty is a choice. Thank you.
Wow. We never know what the narrative is of each person that we are sitting alongside. As we look around the room, we are black, we are white, we are male, we are female. Who knows whether we're straight, gay, or something else? Who knows what our income bracket is? Who knows where we're going home to put our head down tonight? But we all have a story. And when we sit, and as somebody said earlier on, listening, when we pay attention and offer respect, the same respect that we would wish each person to offer ourselves, when we offer the equality of that respect to each other, we grow into the whole of who we are. The best part of us gets to show up. And we invite the best of each other to come to the fore. So as we go home, and when you have time to reflect on today, this afternoon's topic, I would invite you to think about who you and I need to offer the same quality of listening, the same quality of attention, the same quality of respect that you have received this afternoon in this gathering.
Thank you.